Honestly, not even gonna sugarcoat it. The last couple of days have been so weird. I don't know what kind of signs the universe is sending me, but it's sending me. I have not been able to work out since Saturday because I sort of twisted my ankle on Saturday on the beach, out of all places, walking on the beach. Could have been much worse than it was. It's honestly such a weird accident. I was coming from the beach to the lawn. I stepped onto the grass and my ankle just went inwards and I fell. My husband definitely scared me slightly because when I fell, he told me that this happened to him once and he was off of his foot for a month and he couldn't work out for 1 month. And I'm like, oh my God, that can't happen to me. My ankle is slightly swollen, but I can walk, which is great. And I'm hopeful that by next week I'll be able to work out because it's not as bad as we all thought it was going to be. Then today, I took my son for his first dentist appointment, okay, which already was a little bit nerve-wracking for me because you never know how these things are gonna go. I also wasn't sure what mood my son was going to be in. And when we get into the car, a woman walking by is like, roll down your window, you have a flat tire. I'm like, great, 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 great. I had a punch list of things I needed to do aside from dropping off Liam to preschool. I was like, you know what, since I'm off my foot all week, I'm going to do all of these things that have been weighing me down that I really need to get done. And of course, today was gonna be the day when I was gonna do like half of that punch list, and the universe decided to play jokes on me. However, thank God, for some miraculous reason, one of my friends, her son and my son are in the same grade in the same school. She was at the dentist at the same time that I was, so she was able to take my son to school because she had an extra car seat. So I'm very grateful for that. The funny thing is I've never had a flat tire. So I was like, what do I do? So I called my husband. I was like, thank God that I have a husband, because I called him and I was like, babe, what do I do? He's like, called roadside assistance. And I'm like, roadside assistance? What's the number for roadside assistance? I'm like, I don't know how to do that. Whatever. He's like, I'll call roadside assistance. But he's also like, there's an SOS button in your car and you can call the roadside assistance. I'm like, I don't even know where this button is. So thank God for loaning. But the tow truck for about an hour and a half. And then my husband came and picked me up and took me home. My foot and the toe, no pun intended, really put a damper on my week. I think the sign that it's trying to send me is that I need to slow down, because otherwise, what is the explanation? I think what's also really throwing me off is the last couple of days I've been getting all these astrology videos on my TikTok page telling me that the next 2 weeks are going to be so transformative. They're going to be the best 2 weeks of my year. They're going to be lucrative. They're going to be amazing. Except the only thing that it's giving right now is Mercury in retrograde. One thing about me is I am definitely not a Debbie Downer. I'm going to take things as they come. We're going to be as positive as we can and just take everything with a grain of salt, and everything happens to us, not for us, you guys, okay? Just thought I'd share because it's just been like a very weird beginning to my week.